This shit's legit. The reality has changed. It's not the same fucking game anymore. Fucking Hex. Hex.
Hex. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Hexo?
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
Man.
Great stream today. Great stream.
Hey, unfuck your shit, bro.
Wrecked! I got wrecked.
What the heck?
What the hex?
Hello.
What the heck?
What is Jay in the building?
What's up, y'all?
What's up? Episode 38.
Wow.
Wow.
That's almost my waist size.
Solid.
It's been too long.
Hey, make it stop.
That's quite a bear market, isn't it?
Ugh.
Jesus.
Is that what this show is for?
Ever.
The bear market?
Bear ass market. This has got to stop. We got to come up for air. What is this?
2018 was as long, but it didn't feel the same. Like this is more, it's more boring, isn't it?
It's my first bear market, so
Oh, it's your
Really?
first.
yeah.
Oh, you never forget your
Freshman.
first.
Enjoy.
Enjoy your first beer. It's quite.
I mean, if I can survive this,
Oh yeah.
Good.
Then,
solid.
If I can make it, bear, I'll make it anywhere.
You should not
Okay.
say.
up to you. Yeah. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. We got 13
Hi,
people
chat.
watching already. Hi, chat. We have Hex and SB first. Good morning. I will
Oh,
catch up
Good
as I'm
morning.
usually working this time. Yes, we're in the new time slot. Andre 369 second and Avalon in third position. Congratulations, guys.
You get a bronze medal.
Bronze medal for Avalon. It's my
Yes.
Scandinavian fan. Got Red Squirrel in the house. Oink oink. Mrs. Avalon joining too. Good to see you.
Oh, she's in the next
And-
room, or is she like in the next computer?
Leia, like he's gaming and she's watching Netflix. That's kind of their
Oh, that's their thing.
that's kind of their thing.
Nice.
And we have
Oh.
who's off the chain, off the
My cat
blockchain.
sounds like.
Will Topus die? Or... We don't know.
Right. So that's that. Yeah. So what's up with you guys? Hey, well, that's Jay. You're still touring.
Guys,
Guys, the dirty south. Are you down there already, or
We are getting ready for the Miami date, which is October 7th. I decided it would be best to not drive this bus all the way down to Miami and then all the way to Texas. So I am on my way to Texas, currently in Louisiana, and yeah, I'm going to be flying in and out of Austin for the Miami dates. And then after Miami is Dallas, big old party at CZ's. If anyone, I just have to disclaimer this because CZ's like, I need to know. So if anyone is thinking of coming to the Dallas meetup, please
yeah?
get your ticket ASAP, because she is the hostess with the mostest and she really wants to have everything like really set and ready for that. So the sooner we know, the sooner we have a head count, the sooner the party shall be the best.
Like I have the dates here from the website. So Atlanta, that has already happened with
That happened, yeah.
Riches as a special guest up there. So I think that was quite successful. What I've heard and what I've
was.
seen, it was
Yes.
packed, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
we got Miami coming up now, as you said, and then it's Dallas. Das gibt es nur in Dallas.
And so Miami is a conference, Dallas is just a meetup, and then not just a meetup. Dallas is an epic meetup, and then Austin is
Yeah.
I think our last conference because we're doing the meetup in Phoenix and then the cruise.
Right.
And then
And
there's
then-
going to be
yeah,
something in Vegas. We haven't really solidified that yet, but
Wait. What's the date of the cruise thing here? What is it?
It's Hex birthday, so it starts on the 1st of December. So that's 1st through
Well,
the 7th.
then can we when this is a concept, when you step on the boat, can you kindly officially declare the bull market in effect? Thank you.
I would
Please
like
do
to.
that for us.
I will
Yeah.
try and do that for you, 100%.
Thank
Maybe
you.
it'll happen before then.
I hate to repeat myself. The bull market started on
With the golden
February
cross.
21.
Yes, that's
Okay.
true. Bitcoin Golden Cross. I had a little bit of a pumpy today, actually, which was quite nice.
Interesting.
Oh,
But yeah,
which one?
it's back to 27K.
What?
Yes. Pump for ants, but it's I'll take anything these days. So,
Well,
So what?
you know,
What?
what?
Words.
What?
Words.
What?
What?
What? Huh?
¿Qué
What?
pasa?
Eh?
¿Qué? What?
What signifies bull market to you guys? Since this is my first time going through a bear market, right? Like,
Yep.
is it the price of Bitcoin?
Let me
Is
Google it for you.
just
Yeah, but,
Hex
okay,
birthday?
so hold on a second. While he's Googling, I'll answer a little bit. All right, so perhaps us old fogies that have followed this whole shenanigans since like 2017. Basically, you remember when you were in kindergarten and you used to play this game with your little kindergarten friends? You'd hold hands in one long string and you'd like try to whiplash the last person off of the line. Do you remember that game? How like
Very vaguely, but yeah.
yeah. Okay, so or also there's the kind one where you like whip just your hands, but we used to do the whole body thing, and kids would get injured. It was great fun. So anyway, the point is that Bitcoin and Ethereum effectively run up almost in tangent, right?
Okay.
And then there is something called there used to be something called the altcoin season,
Okay.
where the whiplash effect would come and whip the shit out of the end of the line, and it would be amplified. So there'd be more access to be had usually in the altcoins, of which we could categorize Hex as one. And so we watch for now. So we watch the market kind of ripple like that when it's starting, and not XRP. Anyway, we see the market dynamic go on, and then boom, the altcoins run. So now the Bitcoin is starting to kind of shift in the pants, so to speak. Maybe we'll get some residual whiplash with the altcoins. That's what we're waiting for, because if the patterns are the same ones.
Click log.
She's frozen. She's so excited. She's completely dumbfounded.
Completely
She's just
I'm
can't.
back.
frozen
there.
in the
I'm
buzz.
back. So
Yeah.
real quick, I'm
Okay.
guessing that's because Bitcoin and Ether are the most well-known crypto products, right?
Well, there's also ETFs, right? So
Right.
ETFs are the speculative play of the Wall Street
Got you.
smorgasbord. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see here the total crypto market cap, for example,
I have
and this
I have
and
a
this
question.
this was the last bull run top,
Click log, Jesus Christ.
which is now nothing but a blip on the
You
chart,
can
and
see
back
bull
then it
markets
was
Have you
on
learned
this.
nothing?
Click log.
exactly. I have obviously learned nothing.
You log for
Um,
brains.
But what I've learned is that after it takes a year of down and then 2 years of sideways before
It's
the
not
next
sideways. It's up.
excitement comes.
It's slow up.
So we had a year of down and we had almost a year of sideways, which leaves another year of sideways.
Yahoo!
So that's the bad news. Looking at this, it's all still cool,
Okay.
Peter. It's pretty crazy that this market started at a valuation of $1 billion and now it's $1 trillion
Well, it was multiple trillions during the
8
last
years
bull run.
later.
Yeah.
And the goal is still to hit the total market cap of gold, which used to be 6 trillion. It's now, I think, it's $8 trillion. So that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Anyway, but Peter says the bull market is in because a golden cross happened on the Bitcoin
Yes.
chart, which is the opposite of the death cross. When what is that, Peter? When the 200-day
It's when
EMA moving
when the
average
50 crosses the.
crosses the 50. Yeah.
the 200,
Yeah.
and they slope downwards.
But
So
they
we
both
had
no,
this
no,
a
they
year
don't
ago?
slope downwards. They slope upwards. Both of them have to slope upwards.
What?
No, they have to.
Yes. Yeah, for a true golden cross, don't they both have to slope
I'm
upwards?
talking about Death Cross. Golden Cross is the opposite.
Correct. Death cross is both things sloping downwards. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why are we
Question.
yes.
What do you think will happen with the BlackRock stuff? Will the BlackRock ETF be a catalyst for the bull market, or will it be the top futures in 2017 or 18 or what the hell?
I think so. I think
Which
this will
one?
be the next top.
You're
Same as
when it
pessimist.
launches.
2017. Yeah. And then everything goes crazy again. As crazy that even in German radio, national radio on the news station, they announce when they do the weather at the end of the 5-minute news at the top of the hour. And in 2017, they had announced the price of Bitcoin like after the weather for only 2 months, and then unheard of again. But that's how crazy it was, and that too, like on a state-funded official radio station for that to happen, I thought that was quite something.
That's
what the signal I'm looking for.
If you watch Bloomberg TV, you take a look at that. They're still charting the top crypto assets: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple.
Yes.
Yep. They're really with it.
Yeah. XRP fam. Oh my god.
No, it's. I think that they still call it Ripple.
Ripple.
Cryptomatic. Those
Ripple's a
2
company.
months.
Hmm.
How's it called?
That's when you shoot DCA out.
Yes. top signal. Yeah.
Top signal, exactly.
Yeah, that when everyone thinks is the bull market, when the euphoria is at its highest, then it's the end.
You want talking about high? I'll tell you that somebody's
Hello.
smoking a lot of dope over at CoinGecko.
I saw you post about that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was
Go
like
to Coin.
of my lawn tweet. But
Yeah, well, look, I mean, maybe it was me like finally realizing it, but I'm like, you know what? I want to see the price of Pulse on CoinGecko, so let me try. Hey, wait a minute, we're not anywhere on the top freaking 100 on their sheet. What kind of chicanery is going on now? So I did a search. There's no number assigned, and it says you can find more about this token or coin. I don't know how they categorize it or categorize it incorrectly. Under the alleged SEC securities tab, and I'm like, what? How are you allowed to say alleged serial killers tab? Are you allowed to say alleged Weight Watchers lost menu tab? Are you allowed to say allegedly can poison your children tab? For any product you just fucking feel like it without any legitimate
the gatekeeping, right?
Absolutely gatekeeping.
Did you forget?
Did you forget?
What SEC decides is a security. When SEC decides something is a security, it's a security. There are no rules.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, Peter. You're
Don't
right.
forget about it.
Get Ginsler on the phone. Excuse me. Yes.
Speaking of Ginsler, let's listen in real quick. Our man Brizology had a very nice tweet today.
Your cases recently found that decentralized financial technology, quote, not only removes the so-called middlemen from these transactions, but it also allows users to interact through a variety of methods in an easy and efficient manner, end quote. The court also said underwriters like the ones at banks where you work, sir, are, quote, precisely the types of individual roles that decentralized exchanges were designed to eliminate, end quote. Mr. Gensler, can you assure this committee that your style of regulation by harassment towards digital asset innovation is to the benefit of every American and not driven by your desires to protect industry incumbents?
This is a field that's rife with fraud and manipulation, and I'm looking out for the American investors who've been hurt by the crypto.
I'll reclaim my time. Mr. Gensler, despite your years of rhetoric, like today, I'm convinced you are not an impartial regulator. Instead, it's clear that you are working to consolidate your own power, even though it means crushing opportunities for everyday Americans and, frankly, the financial future of this country. Even the federal courts are highlighting the damage you, sir, are doing to our constituents, and they're telling you that you don't have the legal authority to accomplish your goal of squashing competition in the financial markets. Congress has been telling you that too. Now, Mr. Gensler, I believe our great financial system is the definition of freedom in this country. And congressional policies must provide room for the traditional financial system to evolve alongside the disruptive digital asset ecosystem. That said, it cannot be understated that a common theme throughout your career, sir, is your relentless loyalty to the largest financial institutions at the clear expense of innovation, competition, and everyday Americans. I yield back.
I suspect some large financial institutions would not agree with that.
There's no question, sir. I've yielded.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've yielded to the next senator, jackass.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting,
okay,
right?
so
But I mean,
That was
like,
a year ago. That was a year ago. Yeah.
Damn.
No, but it feels like. But there was another hearing, I think, this week where they. didn't
Yeah,
do
there
it,
was
and-
something recently. Yes.
Yeah, and it's always like you think, oh yeah, they're giving it to him. But then if you look at it, the Gensler is obviously appointed by the Democrat Party, who is currently in power, and all these guys hammering down on him are usually Republican senators. So
Yeah, hold on a second. Hang on a second. The Republican appointed as head of the SEC last time was a jackass as well. Don't think that it's sunnier on the other side of the street.
he was
Right?
no, I'm
All puppets.
that's not my point. I'm trying to say that watching this, you think, oh yeah, these people are really rooting for us. They don't give a shit. Like,
Of course
this
not.
is-
Yeah.
They're not your
They're
friends.
grilling him in sake
Like, this
of
is
grilling.
just a partisan play. That
Well,
is my
they want eyeballs and maybe to capture votes if they see a trend that's going in their constituents' favor or the trend with their constituents. They want your votes. They
That's
don't
it.
want to look like the only guys that were standing in the way of innovation. So they want to capture those eyeballs, and then they don't do anything after that. Although
Such
there
a
are
good
two
point.
senators.
Gotta read
Heartening.
between the lines.
But there are two senators that are really after Gensler, saying that he's an absolute freaking wreck and they should get him out.
Incompetent and-
Yeah, and it should like revert back to Congress, which would be maybe worse because then you know that these guys sway with the breeze, right? So who knows? Personally, I think that crypto's like a steam engine, and it is a train that's starting to move forward. It's very hard to stop it, so I don't think that they can. Yeah.
Hey, what does Jay? Do you hear any commentary at these meetups that you're attending? Is Gensler being talked about? Is that what people?
Did Gensler show up?
Is that what?
Did you onboard him? If not, try harder.
that people?
I will tell you though, the guys from the Atlanta blockchain went to that hearing, and
Oh.
there were several posts, not just from them, but from other people in the crypto space, because he held up the "I stand with crypto" sign in Gensler, and there was a bunch of like media coverage of this sign behind him, where you could see, and it was, it's interesting because Marlon, who's the founder of the Atlanta Blockchain Center, went out there, and it's interesting because he is a Pulsican and was, saying, he's like, well, I kind of have to like play with the centralized guys today, because it's like a Coinbase type movement or something, or like somehow Coinbase is involved, but he knows at heart what's real, what really crypto is. But it was either way, centralized or not. It was cool to see a little more coverage of someone
Right.
going out there and doing something to show that crypto is not just, it's not something it's not just like some, bullshit trend that's just going to disappear, like there are people that have legitimate jobs and lifestyles that are all based around crypto now. And that number is continually growing. I saw this other sheet that someone had held up talking about the diversity within the crypto space and how amazingly diverse and like really kind of the robustness of the diversity within crypto. And I don't know, kudos, like shout out to those guys and what they're doing, because to go to DC, right, to travel that far and to just be there to kind of like show show your solidarity
Show support,
the crypto
yeah.
space in
Yeah.
general, right? It's kind of one of those just like, hey, like we all stand
Together.
Together.
Together. Yes.
Oh man, we need
Peter,
to send
Peter,
Elon
she's
Musk
checking out your cards.
a letter or something.
Did you finish my
What?
sentence?
Yes,
we did.
yes, he did.
This works. Teamwork
Okay.
makes the teamwork. No, what,
Yeah.
what
Anyway, it was just nice to see that.
makes the
you know?
dream work. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what are they doing actually at this incubator there in Atlanta? Is this like are they like providing courses for young kids to get into blockchain coding, or what is this about?
So
what they're doing?
it's for people who are already developing within the Web3 space, for them to come together.
Right.
I sat in on one of the meetings, and they basically all gave their 60-second pitches of what it is that they're developing on Web3. And the coolest thing is, because the founder of the space is a Pulsican, like he really he pushes people within that space to develop on Pulse Chain.
Nice.
I watched a presentation of a couple guys doing something called Project Pi, kind of similar.
to apple pie, but it's less
apple pie,
less
but
sweet.
it's not.
Yes.
Cherry pie. We need to write Elon Musk a letter. This is incredible.
And my goodness, I've got whiskers underneath my chin. I didn't
Elon,
shave today.
unfuck your shit, bro.
Dude, it's so frustrating. Like, my connection did not used to be this bad. Like, I would be able to put it up even if there were trees around.
Yeah,
and
it's
it would be
Peter. He's
totally
radioactive. Yeah, he's disrupting.
Hey, unfuck your shit, bro.
Fuck the shit. Right now, it's like out in the middle of a completely open space with clear sky all above it. I should not have any issues. Elon,
You know what? Find the nearest trees and just park under them.
wait, but that's the opposite of what I'm supposed to do.
I don't think clouds have anything to do with it either. I think it's the angle on the horizon. You got to find your damn sat.
Yeah.
Well, but the satellite tilts itself. Like, it's supposed to like adjust itself to find the best connection.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey.
just like the Tesla isn't taking pictures of you naked while you're going and doing your laundry. Exactly.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That does happen. That does happen.
Surveillance.
Yes, they got nabbed. Hey, what are these videos that we have found uncovered that of people like naked and walking around their garages and stuff? How did you acquire those? Oh, those were just in our testing department. Well, how were they collected? Oops.
Yep. Are you a conspiracy brother number one today, or what is?
No, that's not conspiracy. That's just mechanics, man. That's the tech.
Cybersecurity issue. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're testing, and we just happen to, surveil a little bit when people are not fully clothed. It's okay.
Yeah. Speaking of security, check this out.
Shall we play a game? Excellent. It's been a long time. Can you explain the removal of your user account on June 23rd, 1973?
They must have already died. People sometimes make mistakes.
Yes, they do. Shall we play a game?
Let's play the thermonuclear war.
Impossible to be a sponsor of the show, but it might behoove you if you are a holder. Random show. It may behoove you to hold some tokens pretty soon. That's all I gotta say. No expectations.
That's
no
pretty
financial
cool.
advice. Yeah.
B9.xyz.
YZ.
Let's catch up with chat real quick. What's up, chat?
Oh, there's chat. I
like
forgot
chat.
about
Yes,
that.
chat. Bitfinesse in the house.
What's up,
Long time no
Bitfinesse?
see you.
That's his
Yeah.
tanker truck, actually.
Yeah.
Sell your Bitcoin.
That's
Or
no, that's Brisology.
Sorry, Bitfinesse. Yeah. And
Bitfinesse
Brisology,
all about
if you're watching, sell your Bitcoin.
yeah, sell your Bitcoin. Bitfinesse all about eating right, eating the right food. That's the key to the surviving to the Quattro Cinco steak.
That's right.
How much of the right food can that guy get in his chops in his tanker truck? I wonder.
Well, he explained to me that he has a what's this called? A potty? No, a
What?
What?
like a steam pot thing.
A
Steam
neti
pot.
pot? Neti pot for like your nose?
Nutty. He has this thing like a steamer, and he steams vegetables in his truck. Is wired directly to the battery,
Wow.
and he has this whole setup going on. So that
Well,
he
that's
can
funny
really-
because when I was a trucker, I would steam bear claws on the engine hood.
and scrambled eggs. No, he's like really into this, and he's showing me some pictures, so it's pretty crazy. But shout out to Bitfinesse. He's trying
Alright.
to educate Hexicans on eating the right food, which is
Alright.
super important. Mrs. Avalon, Mr. Avalon is a Counter-Strike player. There you go. You
Oh.
see?
You knew what
Gaming
CS
couple.
was.
Oh, really?
Hmm. People still play CS in 2023, which
That's
is
nuts, man.
it's amazing. Yes. Tin Top, what's up? Agenda 69 checking in from Scotland.
Oh, ugh.
They're playing golf in St. Andrews,
Ugh.
where they fucking invented the sport.
Ugh.
Crispy man.
That's a good accent.
Good to see you. Great lineup. Thank you so much. Ib19 in the house. Paul Sachs checking in. That's our we're the loyal crowd at this new time slot here. Peppa.
Thank you for traveling with us in this warp to this new time slot.
Tonkers.
Crypto
What are
Bigfoot.
tonkers?
That's
Yeah.
tokens.
Tokens. Yeah, gee, I'm blind.
You are blind.
Tokens. Papa's into steamed lot lizards. What?
Yes, that's. How did you know?
What's a lot lizard?
It's not a little. It's a lot lizard.
All right, let's see. So we did the Gensler thing. Then we have the Hulk Hogan thing. What about that, you Americans? You.
I think that's true.
What is
I
this?
suppose that's true because that's so badass.
That's some
super
stealth,
badass.
stealth marketing.
If I may enhance, we got our friend Corey Geary who runs his own live streams almost on a
Nice.
daily.
Corey's
He
a
took
cool
a
dude, I guess.
picture with, I'm showing a tweet from Somi here. Took a great picture. And I think he moved to Puerto Rico,
Oh.
which is probably where this picture has been taken. I don't know, but I would assume. And so Hulk Hogan is now, he onboarded Hulk Hogan
Did he really?
the Pulse chain. Pulse Mania.
Oh
I'm
my
getting,
goodness!
I love
Wake me up when we have Rowdy Roddy Piper,
Jake the Snake.
Lou Alzado.
Let's name some other who were. Hey, well, that's Jay. Do you know? You're too young for this, right?
Oh,
do
no,
you
I'm
remember
still-
any of
Thinker.
the original wrestlers? What's this guy with the bat? There was a guy with the bat.
The golden age of the WWF.
Oh yes, WWF. That was
W.
okay. So hopefully I can get this story in before I freaking disconnect again. But I used to,
Uh-oh.
for some reason, I had a TV in my room as a kid, my babysitter or whatever, right? And I started watching WWF just on my own. And so I would like walk downstairs and I'd start calling my dad Macho Man. And
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And
Randy
then I
Savage.
started dating Hulk Hogan, and the rest is history.
and so eventually he finds out that I'm watching, he goes upstairs and he sees that I'm watching WWF wrestling. Well, that ended up being like our bonding thing. Like we would sit and watch wrestling. Dude, I went to WrestleMania. I'd go
nice.
to the
Wow.
forum and watch
So
them
you're a
live. You said
fan.
Rowdy Piper, dude. He came out once and I was sitting close enough to like the entryway. I slapped Rowdy Piper's hand. And Marty
Nice.
Bret the Hitman Hart. So anyways, I send this
Yeah.
picture to my dad and he's like, that's great. Let me know when they've onboarded the Undertaker. That's his favorite.
See, everyone's got their fave.
Oh,
yes.
the Undertaker, of course. Like
So
Jake the
good.
Snake.
Oh,
was
I
my
love
guy,
WWF.
who had
I
the
was the
snake
kid,
and the-
like I was a
the
tomboy
back.
growing up. So I had the WWF wrestling ring and the action
Yeah.
figures. I did not play with Barbies. I played with the wrestling figures.
Did you, however, did you test that their bottoms did not come off of their torsos?
I did not know.
You didn't? You didn't go for the Ken smoothie? You didn't make sure that everything was in its place? Just a little bit there? Little bit? Yeah, a little smooth bulb that Ken has instead of a penis. Anyway, on we go, as we
On
do.
we go.
Yep.
So that was the Pulse Mania.
They make fun of this, by the way, in the Barbie movie. This is not body stuff. This is known, It's plastic, right? Come on.
It's known.
It is known.
So we move on to our next
It is
topic,
known,
which,
Khaleesi.
which
Where is our founder, Richard Hart?
There he is.
Mr.
There he
Richard
is.
is with us in Uganda, hiding from the SEC.
He's not hiding.
hiding from the SEC. I'm hearing more and more people say that he's actually not been served for this thing. So he's like really, they're still looking for him just to serve the thing.
Well, a big man like Richard gets a little bit ornery when he's not served on time.
But he's tweeting again. So he had this beautiful tweet a day ago, pretty much releasing the code to the go.hex.com front end. So everybody can run it on your own server if you like to. So, saying Hex, PulseChain, PulseX are truly decentralized.
Oh,
You
he
see?
tweeted 4 hours ago.
Yeah, he did.
Jesus Christ! Oh,
I know.
What the
I'm coming to that in a minute. But this is interesting here because he said it's truly decentralized.
Too long to read.
And the main argument that's always been thrown at us from the haters is that Hex is not at all centralized because of the OA ownership of the coins. And we've always been saying our definition of decentralized is a different one that yours. Like what we mean by decentralized is not your keys, not your coins, trustless interest. You don't use a third-party entity, and you do everything by yourself, interacting with the smart contracts. That's what we deem as decentralized. We're not talking about the supply because many cryptocurrencies have a centralized supply like that, right?
saying that value is not or should not be centralized is just stupid. The world works on hierarchies. Like if you give every single human one coin, $1, in few years someone will have $1 billion.
Or no one will see value in it, period.
Or
Either one. Either way, the outcomes are terrible. So a management, a ratcheting, a slow release, a constant release of an asset onto a market, judging by market sentiment and cyclical nature, is always superior to just onto the market.
But I can honestly, I'm like biased, yeah, for sure. But I'm in Hex for 4 years now, almost 3.5, and I have never
5.
5. Yeah, maybe there was another year before the launch. Yes, but all this time, I can honestly not say where the ownership supply of the OA has ever been an issue.
Right.
Like it was never a problem. So why are these people making it a problem when in 4 years it was never an issue?
because
They don't
they're
understand.
down.
Yeah.
They're down. They have
They're not
Must be
holders
technical.
anyway.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scam, exactly. That's what's so crazy to me about this lawsuit. Like there are no victims.
insane.
There is like nobody here. Like there are tons of victims and tons of vixens. Tons of
yeah.
Well, if you bought the top on Bitcoin, you're a victim.
in
because
Celsius,
you lost
in
value.
Luna,
Yeah.
in BitConnect, in
Wild SJ,
Mount
this is a
Gox.
family show. Can you please not undress yourself?
I'm trying to redress myself.
Okay.
Trying to frame an
I'll
argument.
allow it. I'll allow it.
Fuck you.
Can we have some music, please, DJ Cryptomatic? A little bit of a,
we
you know.
Did anyone say to you that
Oh,
you
this is
are,
the perfect place for her to freeze. Exactly. There we go.
You killed the fan of Jesus. horrible stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
This better.
She's back. She's back. And
I apologize, guys. It's super frustrating. I heard you have a clip. I heard someone clipped a clip of me that's used on one of these channels occasionally.
nice.
What channels?
Probably
This
does bomb.
channel. I don't know
Was-
which show.
Was it the tube top incident or something else?
No, it's the longevity One thing that's great for longevity
Oh, hello.
that I spoke on.
Doesn't
Uh-oh.
ring a bell.
The gray water tank.
I think Papa B
Okay.
knows.
Oh yeah, I'm 500
As
years
you
old.
should.
Come on.
As you should.
A wizard is not late. He merely appears when he is meant to.
Oh, what the? That's your props. Like
That was
what-
my prop. My my new this is my new whenever anybody wants to talk wise,
I love
the wizard pipe comes out. Yes.
Oh wow,
Jesus.
that's
Have you,
impressive.
okay, question: have
Is
you,
it
or
the-
can you actually smoke out of that pipe? Because that's
Oh, it is most definitely a pipe with a
That's
very very deep bowl, and I'm just waiting for the next Hex Steak and Bake, which
and Bake,
should be
yeah.
around 2 years from now. Yeah.
Are you invited?
I live in
to
Hawaii.
Steak
Hey, SJ, I live in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I heard you moved.
What am I gonna do?
Totally.
I'm gonna smoke my brains out because it's like
Yeah.
all over the place here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the show. Thank you.
Back
yeah.
to the show. So Richard had another tweet, and this is like
Like
lawyer,
a short one.
lawyer. Can you imagine having
DJ, do you
having
remember the 4-hour live streams from Richard?
Yeah,
4 hours. He went 8 hours.
We're now
once.
getting the tweet version.
This is the tweet version.
Can you imagine being a lawyer and having Richard as your client? And
Oh
like,
goodness.
no, this is
Fucking
not
kill
what's
me.
right.
No, but I guess that he's just compressing the stuff his lawyers tell him.
Actually, in my experience, attorneys appreciate for their clients to bring things to them so they can actually. It's like having an extra associate sometimes, not somebody that says, "I refuse to take your guidance and go your direction. Therefore, I demand that you go the other direction." That's where you see a schism between the attorney and the client. But if they are astute and they know what the fuck they're talking about and they bring the facts in, the attorney can digest them while charging for it. So they love this type of stuff. Trust me.
No, I appreciate that, but he is saying here, lawyers, everything you thought you knew about cryptocurrency is wrong. Let me tell
this
you
old
what's
lady.
actually happening.
Well.
But yeah, well, and then he goes on this.
Most people in crypto doesn't know this
TL, like,
stuff.
TLDR at the end. You can just read that.
TLDR, cryptocurrency is something you know, not something you have. It's like rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live. A crypto wallet is a keychain. It doesn't hold money, it holds keys. When you transfer crypto, you didn't actually transfer anything. The things are still right where they always were. Years of wrong thinking about mathematical fact needs to be amended in the halls of power.
I disagree for just a moment.
Yeah.
And I'll just play the devil's advocate, okay, in my disagreement. I'll say that let's, for example, agree with Richard that keys are attached loosely to something that you can never own. Therefore, the key to your house is associated with something that you effectively never own. So you get access, you enjoy your house, you can sell the key to your house, and the next person may now have access to your house. Therefore, ownership is, I believe, expressly attached to the key itself, in this case. Given this analogy. I think that that's a really shaky place to be when you open up and you broadly say, this court case is more about defining ownership in crypto. I believe that those gaps have been sealed by the courts already, especially when we talk about boating accidents and legal liabilities and people that scam others and have to return coins to others. The fact is that there is nomenclature and there is a system by which the key ownership equals the ownership of the asset. Therefore, he isn't making any, blazing any trails here. I think that he's actually just simply stating the obvious that's already on the books. And that is, keys are crypto.
Yeah, but if more people know the key, Now the seed.
Well, no. If you share it, then obviously it is not a single ownership. That means that you
That
made
is-
a copy of your house key
that's his point.
and you've sent it out to many people, right?
Yeah, and even if they don't steal it from you, but others can hold the same 12 words.
That's
or
true, but
24.
then the legal liability also rests with them equally, and that's not something he wants to debate. So I don't think that we should open up this can of crypto worms. I think it's I can see what he's doing. I think that he's working on definitions. He's getting his story straight, and he's setting the stage so that he can make a case, and that's okay. I think Richard's an incredibly gifted human being, highly gifted human being, and I think that he'll prevail. But honestly, I don't have any confidence in the court system. That's all.
Yeah, me neither. And then he had this other tweet earlier, which is even longer. What does
Sorry
doing?
to jump in.
Yeah.
but I don't know, probably because if you just remember a seed phrase and go from one country to another, you cannot transfer anything. You're not physically transferring anything.
Okay, but you can travel without the deed to your home, right? You're not transferring anything either. It's not a new paradigm of ownership. Here you're saying, I can keep everything I want right here in my noggin. It's knowledge. I can have my seed phrases committed to memory. But you still have to apply them to technology to unlock and claim, or query the blockchain and find the little pieces of your tokens and know how much you have. That's all. It's a ledger. It's an Excel spreadsheet is what Richard always says, right? Blockchain is like that.
Yeah.
So do you want to
Excel
own?
spreadsheet.
Yeah. Do you want to own a cell on a spreadsheet? Can you own a cell on a spreadsheet? The answer is someone thinks so because they're willing to pay you for the amazing transfer of that knowledge to them. I just don't think that this is a decades-long debate that could be unfurled. What we want is a 3-year debate that is wrapped up. And the charges are not that Richard knows about crypto. The charges are that he's committed fraud, and the answer is there is no fraud. So I think we should get this thrown out, be moving to thrown out of court based on lack of merit, not on definitions from the very beginning.
That's what I'm hoping for. But is it though? Because remember how he started this tweet with lawyers, everything you thought you knew. So I think he's trying to make the point that some rulings that have happened as precedents are maybe not
correct
or accurate or correct because the definitions are not clear.
Yeah, but you know what?
Because you remember last week where we tweeted he was listing like 10 crypto cases for people to look into and stuff.
Right, but let me explain to you how the U.S. System works. Everything you knew about the U.S. judicial system is wrong. Let me explain something to you. How's that?
It works like the SEC.
Let me
sound like Wales only now.
No,
security is a security.
Look. Somebody breaks ground and somebody gets a win in court. One judge says, yeah, that makes sense to me, clack, clack. Then it goes in the books as the norm. That's precedent.
Yeah.
So what you do as an attorney or even a judge is you want to build on precedent. You don't want to overturn old precedent unless you are ready to reap the whirlwind of other judges trying to undo everything that you've ever done because you're a nutcase. Yeah. And remember, judges are elected officials as well. So you don't want to upset the apple cart. You want to go with what you believe is the code, and the code is all about precedent.
Yeah.
So I think that by opening that up, you can have a legal debate about definitions and break new ground and overturn precedent or challenge precedent, but you're not going to do it easily. The easy win is to say, yes, based on precedent, this is true, and this is true, therefore this is true. And that's, I think, what Richard's wise. He should definitely see that. I think this is not him really preparing the attorneys. I think he's giving, I think Richard is exposing the scraps. He's not showing his full 7-course meal to anyone. I think these are just like the little cuts and fat and whatever sinew that he doesn't want to eat. Yeah, throwaways. He's just like saying, hey, another thing, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yeah. Be prepared. But he would never show his cards. So That's what I appreciate it for. These tweets are for the plebs. These tweets are for the masses. These tweets are just window dressing. The real
that's how we
case
got
is
to
gonna be
know
on
him in crypto. He never displayed his full plan. Like it was
Yes.
always game theory behind the scenes, and then coming
Exactly.
out strong. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's what he is.
I think a great. Oh, can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Before I say one more thing. But anyway, check this out, guys. Thank you. How grateful are you all that Richard released Pulse Chain and Pulse X when he did? Had it been after he was served, it would have been ridiculous and it would have been a big problem. But now that it's been released and everybody got tokens magically associated perhaps with points that were perhaps something that the gods loved and released to you in the form of tokens, I can't see a way, and I've struggled to try to see a way where there is any fraud perpetrated, because you got more than what you could have ever expected, and you weren't supposed to have any expectations going into it. So,
and if you
you're
wanted,
welcome.
you could even sold on a double in the first week.
And not just a double, wasn't it like a
If you wanted
3x or something? A 3x
It was
or a
crazy.
4x?
Like
yeah.
I was looking at my portfolio in that first week. I was like, wow.
Yeah, right. But is it? But
now
Pulse
it's
Chain
like,
hasn't even,
whoa.
well, it hasn't even started. Okay, it hasn't even started. It's going through the same pattern as every other freaking token that ever started ever. It goes up, it goes down, then it starts its slow rise, and price discovery hasn't really even occurred yet.
No. And launching in a bear, that's always what that looks like, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
totally reap some benefits, I guess, in the coming bull run. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the plan here. Yeah, then he had this other crazy tweet, which is even longer, explaining how he comes up with all this stuff, I guess. What does doing your own research look like? Asking AI stuff.
Asking AI to hallucinate some stuff.
So he's really working hard with the AI here, and like really giving examples of how he's researching at the moment. So he's really prepping. He's like really looking into this stuff. He doesn't. That's the thing I like, that he doesn't just trust or relies on the lawyers, but that he himself is looking into a few things. So that's pretty cool.
Well, it's the same way that you should deal with your taxes. You know? You should read the
yeah.
code. You should,
kind of have a basic knowledge. So it goes on and on and on. So he's working AI and AI. And then at the end, he finishes with, "Bless you if you made it down this far." That's the Richard I know. Like, put a joke in there somewhere.
Nice.
Like, people saying this is not him. Of course it's him.
On the 15-year plan, this is
not
but
even
this is
Richard
but
is
the
there.
first 5
This
years.
is just Richard AI.
It's AI Richard with jokes.
AI Richard asking AI to do stuff.
Sandy Beach showed up. Hey, Sandy Beach. And look, she's mentioned Peter third, Peter. You're no longer the first. See?
Well, the last will be the first.
What did you do? What did you do to Sandy Beach?
But I have to say, last week on Twitch, she asked me in the chat how Peter is doing.
Ah, okay.
See?
Then
So
she's playing
she's
coy.
checking.
She's playing hard to get. Yes, I understand.
I was like, I don't know.
Oh, and now he gets his own hi, Peter. He gets a double hi.
Hello,
I see.
Sandy.
So Hexican Hero, if I put a hacker's key in my wallet, am I liable for the theft? There's actually a case currently going on asking this exact question.
Okay, so if you put a hacker's key in my wallet, am I liable for the theft? Now, the great thing about an immutable blockchain, it will show the actual date and time that you did that. So, if you were to put the key into your hardware wallet or something is what you're thinking, or soft wallet, are you liable for the crime? The answer is absolutely not. And I don't care if it's going to be debated in court, because there's too many breadcrumbs. There's a trail of information. Plus, the ill-gotten gains did not get back to you to be spent. Now, if you intercepted them and stole them from the attacker, then and did not return them back to the person that they were stolen from, then you can be held liable.
Very good. Then we have our old friend Jenkins, who believes the hex bottom is in.
Woo!
If you're looking for hex to bottom, it probably comes in the form of an ascending triangle, and I
The
very much
pulse chain
agree with
bottom
that.
is in, which means the hex bottom is in, which means the pulsex bottom is in, which means everything bottom is
Oh,
in.
I like
the
bottoms are
the
in.
E-hex bottom is also in, Peter?
Probably.
Ah.
Maybe. Who knows? But enjoy the ratio, crypto.
I mean, this is the E-hex chart. Like, wow. You want me to click log?
It's gonna be worse.
It goes underground.
I know. And then, of course, there was this story all week long. Does BitBoy's Lambo scrape when he gets in it?
Yes.
Which is a very good question, I think.
It bottoms out like the market.
Shout out to Bitcoin Bella. She's one of the Bitcoiners that I really like. Follow her on Twitter. She's got like 30,000 followers. She's an attorney of sorts, and she made very funny commentary on Twitter during Richard's outrage marketing phase, like in a fashion police sort of a way. So that was really funny. Do you have any comments about the BitBoy thing? I mean, everybody's covering this to death, and I, for one, don't really care much about the guy. Never watched him. To me,
don't
this like
even really know what happened.
Yeah. I think we said this. No, it was on a stream between last show and this show. There was a X space that was, or SpaceX if you want to call it that.
SpaceX, yes.
Yeah, where people were talking about this thing, and hey, we should rally behind BitBoy, and I said, I suggest that we rally behind BitBoy, sorry, in much the same way that he rallied behind Richard.
Yeah, very good.
So we should specifically all say the same thing. We should standardize our message, and that is, I think BitBoy is Ben is fine. We're not really buying into his bullshit, but I'm sure he'll do fine. I'm sure that he's innocent of anything, and he should do fine. But yes, we don't hold any of his ideas in our hearts or portfolios, but I'm sure he'll do fine.
Or Ben coins.
Yeah, or Ben coins. Yes.
Bencoin, exactly.
Fucker. And look.
That's just one where he got people wrecked. One of many. That's why I don't have any sympathy. And people being outraged about this and like upset about this. Oh, he lost all his company and he lost his Lambo. I'm like, wow, be outraged that Richard has caught a case, by some
get sued by the
people.
SEC, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But by some weird people complaining about bullshit, which is not even true. So that's
nothing to sneeze at. Yeah.
That's man, you killed my hamster rat. That's what people should be outraged about in this motherfucker, and not this Lambo shit.
My Lambo. Where's my keys to my Lambo? And hasn't he? He's lost all sorts of stuff over the years. He has the worst security posture I've ever seen in the one of the biggest, if not the biggest, streamers for cryptosphere, and has shit to do with security. I can't believe, and obviously his contracts also suck with his cohorts. So fuck him, man.
Fuck him. Can you remember how he was after FTX? Like when he was traveling to, to Puerto Rico.
What was that about?
I think he's going to be sued on that. Yeah,
big man. And now after a couple of drugs, he's like crying on social media. Like, what happened to the big man that we've seen? Like, what is all this? This is all fake.
Yeah. Well, also okay. So are we off the BitBoy thing, or are we're going to leave it with
the BitBoy thing? We're back to the AI thing. So Richard's been using AI, but other people have also been using AI.
Ooh.
And they asked, which are the 3 cryptocurrencies to buy and hold forever?
And the answers are?
And the answers are, drum roll,
Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X.
That's what she said. But the ChatGPT said
no financial advice.
Bitcoin, ETH, and ADA.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And yours truly happens to hold a little bit of all of these 3.
Yours truly dumped all of his ADA.
You dumped it at the top.
For Hex at an opportune moment at the launch of Hex. So you're welcome.
Well, my portfolio, for full disclosure, is 90% Hex and Pulsechain stuff, but there's another remaining 10% in this area. So
Ada.
good pick. And the thing is, though,
Hoskinson.
Hoskinson, our
Hoskinson,
friend of the
he
stream.
takes bull markets off. By the way, you do know that, right?
Yeah,
he just
he
goes
sells-
yak
sells
milk
the
drinking.
top.
Yeah,
He's at the ranch checking the horses.
yeah,
So
and
this-
he also doesn't like Richard for whatever reason because he's heard that he's a scammer thing. He said that
no.
before. Fuck him.
No,
Fuck
no,
Hoskinson.
it wasn't the story. Wasn't that with Nerd Girl as well? That people, Hexicans, talked smack about Hoskinson, and that's why he didn't want to stream with Richard. Wasn't it that?
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, I'll talk smack about him. He never showed
I'm
up.
not sure
for
Richard
streaming
ever
about-
said something about him negative. I'm not sure.
Oh well, look, he pointed out. I think the track record of Cardano. He's like, will possibly have smart contracts. Lol.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
fair
and that's true. It was like 5 years since Hoskinson
But the
started
funny
talking
thing
about it.
is that only Cardano did made the new all-time high. Like all the other bigger
Yeah. Cardano and BNB.
did
Those two.
not.
And
BNB.
Doge.
Okay.
Yeah, BNB, big time. Yeah. That's
So,
why this is interesting that the AI skipped Tether, BNB,
Tether.
XRP.
But Tether is a stable coin. What the?
I know.
Bring up Paul Sachs's comment,
and
please.
Circle.
I love to hear that I'm right.
Paul Sachs.
Paul Sachs.
Papa's right. No, the other one.
Paul
The amount of
Sachs.
times he decided to dunk on Hex. He chose the path. Yeah, that's BitBoy. Exactly. Papa is right when we tried to get Charles and RH debate to happen last December.
That's true.
Yeah. That never happened, unfortunately.
He's like,
Because-
I don't want to have anything to do with Richard Hart.
Yeah, because he said
either-
other people have said something. So.
Yeah, either you hate him or
mean,
you love
whatever.
him, but I don't want to get the whatever, so I'm just gonna.
It's a
like,
good
not.
excuse. Sounds a bit moist, if I may say so.
Yes.
Yes, it was an excuse.
It was a full-on wet blanket, more like.
And last piece of news: Kraken. You can now buy traditional stocks on Kraken.
Thank
What is
goodness. I was waiting
Why?
for this to happen
that?
because
Why is that?
because unleash the Kraken.
That doesn't make sense. That you can now trade ETFs and stuff on the Kraken interface.
Oh, on the comfort of your own mobile device.
Yeah.
This
When
sounds
you-
very secure. Yeah.
When you can log in if there's big movements in the markets.
I must be a stock trader und my Telefunken. I must be I
Must
made
buy the oil
monies.
now.
I made the monies. I'm winning.
The Nasdaq wants to buy now.
Well, they just won't be.
Meanwhile, in Pulsechain land,
Really?
Look at them working. Stallions.
yeah, we're just plugging away here in Pulsechain. That's all the show we have.
Thank God.
Just when you thought you
Oh
were
my
free from the show, we have 10 more seconds. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. We got 40 people watching. That's amazing for our Thursday.
It was
time
all
slot.
because of Wild SJ's
Yeah.
unveiling of the back of her neck.
Of
Yes.
the bra. Shorty got the black bra showing. But no, thanks for tuning in. This really means the world to us that you guys stick with us and stick with the show. 40 people in a bear market. That's awesome to have. And we get about 500 each time on the reruns. So salute to the replay gang. Any last words, Peter? Any message of hope that you like to share with the people? This is the Pulse Hex chat. This is your Hex. Bottom is in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything,
What else?
Peter?
What else? There is nothing more to say.
Do your own due diligence. No financial advice.
No. Take out the loan. Go all in.
Leverage. 30x your portfolio.
Sell your house. Get the mortgage.
Nice.
What the heck is you guys talking about?
What else did Sailor said on when he made the top?
Sailor and Peter McCormick.
Yeah, mortgage your company, borrow some money for your company. Yeah.
No financial advice. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Outro.